We're bad. We're bad.
Good morning, everyone. What day is it today? Oh, Thursday. Oh my gosh, I can't keep track. We've got so much on, haven't we, Anna? So, good morning,
Totally.
guys. We're a little bit late, do apologise. Welcome to this morning's live with, as ever, the delightful Jana Green, the UK's #1 conscious success coach. You'll have to excuse the fact I'm a bit tongue-tied this morning, but I've literally just, before I go live, I jazz myself up and get all pumped ready for you, and I slapped myself around the face a little too hard, and it's still stinging. So
Oh God.
I think I've
Hi
actually got
guys.
the mark.
Now you look okay.
Good
Hi
morning,
guys.
everyone.
Hi everyone. I do have to say, I promised Ginny I would say this because I had a weirdest parallel reality surfing experience yesterday. That was awesome. So I knew that I was gonna have. Hi Pam. I knew I was gonna have. I worked till like 10 p.m. I knew I was gonna have a meeting with Ginny on a Zoom from 6. So I had my dinner at 5 something, and I thought, okay, I'm just gonna go to bed to read something, to study or something. And all of a sudden, I wake up at 6:30. But I woke up thinking, oh my God, it's morning. I have to go to work now. But I don't
Oh,
wanna. And I couldn't comprehend how come my mobile says 6:30 because I thought it was 6:30 in the morning. And then I thought, then I freaked out because I saw the lovely message from Ginny. I'm having dinner whenever you are ready, darling. I was like, oh God, it's 6:30 now, not in the morning. So I just rushed to the laptop to do the Zoom call. But because we're working on that think yourself thin course every day, and it was amazing. I was truly convinced it's morning and I have to get up and go to work. And it was just, I probably fell asleep for half an hour, which I never do, very unusual. And and I was doing my Zoom call, so that was reality transurfing.
yeah, it sounded like
Easily.
you must have had a really good sleep to think that it was morning. So even though it was half an hour, and I have heard that just 20 minutes, a power nap, but only 20, because 20 to 30, because
Yeah, yeah.
any more you feel really shit, but 20 to 30 is really
You feel
apparently
empowered.
good for
Yeah.
you.
And then it turned me into Duracell Bunny, and I lasted till 10. So
I was done by 10. I'm in bed by about 9 nowadays. I think
yeah.
I would say,
I've been finding it hard to get up in the mornings. Yesterday and today, it was it's like I did have a decent amount of sleep and still wake up completely dead. But
I
you
think
know,
that's just part of winter time.
winter is just winter, and the Christmas aftermath. Too much food does
Yeah.
that to you. Hi
And
guys, hi. It's lots of you on here, so let's crack on with it.
we've got good morning from Ruth. Ruth,
Hello, Ruth.
there we go. I can see them. I've got a bit more organised today. So we got Pamela Taylor. Good morning.
Hi, Pam.
And who else do we have here? Gwyneth,
Oh,
Julie, Renee.
awesome.
Yeah, so Owen,
So the
Mike,
gang is back. The gang is back.
glad you could all join us. Valerie, good morning, Val. Nice of you to join us too. Well, as you saw by, if you saw the event little thing, we're talking about something in particular today because a lot of us want to be successful this year. And by Jove, we're going to do it. And part of being able to do it is you've got to be the best version of yourself. Who do you need to be to get what you need to get? And Jana is going to talk about that a little bit this morning. If you do have any questions along the way, pop them in the comments and we will answer them as we go. So over to you, Jana.
Thank you, thank you. Lots more people coming over. That's great. So that's a very important question. What is the best version of myself? Who do I have to become in order to succeed? Because I teach success. I teach people how to succeed in life. It's a system, and we found out exactly how success works because we've been interviewing millionaires and billionaires for about 100 years now. We know everything about them. We know when they get up, how they get up, what do they do first thing after they step out of bed, what do they do first things in the morning, what do they do in the middle of the day, what do they do in the evening, where they go to bed, everything, how they think, how they prioritize everything, every single thing, probably even what they eat, in great detail. And we developed a success system, copying what they do, copying the thoughts and the beliefs and the habits of, how they operate to get where they got. Sadly, only 1 to 2% of people in the world are able to follow it through. However, it is a learnable skill, it's a learnable system. And the most important thing in that system is who you have to become in order to get what you want. Whether it's love, whether it's lots of money, whether it's, financial security, whether it's health, whether it's weight loss, all the rest of it. It takes particular person, particular character to get what you want. So, and lots of people ask me all the time, so, but I don't want to change, I don't want to change my personality. And the simple answer is, well, you have to change who you are if you want different results. Do you remember my favorite quote from Einstein, the
Yeah.
definition of insanity? I did this in the Czech group, and everyone was like, oh my god, insanity, what is she on about? And they
No,
were stunned by
exactly.
the definition. The definition of
Yeah.
insanity is to do one thing over and over and over again and expect different results. So, with who you are right at this moment at 8:10 in the morning at London time on the 7th of January 2021, will only get you particular results. If you do not like the results you're getting right now or next 2 weeks, 1 month, because there's a delay, we know that, you need to change who you are. You do not change the outside world, you need to change the inside world, as always. Everything is always inside job, not outside job. I hope that we got it by now. And that's why, when people say, I had a DISC assessment done by Myers-Briggs, I go, oh, please stop it. No one cares. It doesn't matter. Your psychological evaluation doesn't matter. What only matters is who you have to become, not who you are. Who you are is not important at this very moment. Who you need to become is the most important thing you'll ever do in your life. Remember, you are changeable. Nothing is stable. Everything in the world is malleable. Nothing is set in stone, which means that you need to change part of your characters in order and personality in order to get what you want. If you remain the same, I can absolutely 100% promise you, you're not going to get what you want. And if by any miracle you did, you're going to lose it. Because you cannot sustain success being the person you are right now. You need to change. You need to develop. You need to do your homework. Yeah?
Yeah,
So,
like this, I can relate to this. So I'll just quickly, like for these guys. So this idea of repeating yourself and getting the same results. I was at a point where I knew this. I knew that, for God's sake, Sam, you've got to do something. You cannot keep going around in this same. You're always going to get the
circle,
same stuff. And I had to
vicious
think,
circle.
what is it? What is it that I need to do? What is it that I need to change? And I knew what it was. I just kept putting it off and putting it off. And I got to that point where it's either change it or just stay as you are and be happy. You can't have both in the same space. It's conflicting, isn't it? So I decided, okay, I'm gonna do the things that I haven't been doing. What haven't I been doing, and try them. And that's how this whole cycle of banging my head up a wall in that other manifestation group, and I was sucked into the free one, and that's where it sort of clicked, and I started to reach out and talk to people, and it's one of them things you have to keep doing because it's uncomfortable when you're doing something new, isn't it? But yes, I can really relate to how you push yourself to do. exactly what you know you need to do.
So I'm going to continue from this. This is very interesting. So, I get asked quite often, what does it take for me to start changing? And I say, huge pain, huge discomfort, something you cannot live with, something you decide to refuse to live with, because you only ever have two options. You can build a good life or bad life. Camera. Good life. No, good life or bad life. Yeah. You don't have any other option. You can go right or left. There's no other option. And if you want good life, you have to change. You have to go through, I've decided this is enough. I don't want to be in pain. I don't want to be in discomfort. I'm doing it because I'm in enough pain for me to push it,
Yeah,
for me to push through. Or I've decided to have the bad life. But then, in which case, I stop terrorizing myself and everyone around me. And I say, okay, it's a conscious decision. I don't want to progress. I want to be unhappy. And I'm not going to moan about it because I'm only causing more problems for myself and everyone else. There are no other options. So if you're in this group, I assume that you all want to progress because you're fed up or you want to get something which is really important to you. What does it mean? You need to change. There is no other answer. No one sane will ever give you another answer. This is how it is, and you need to live with it. So make the decision now. I want to progress. Well, I need to do my work. If I want to stay where I am, I'm comfortable enough. If I'm not happy, I don't have millions, I'm okay. I can buy bread and butter, so it's not that bad, and I'm staying. In which case, do it, but stop moaning about it. Yeah?
yeah,
For those of you who made the leap to get what they want and be happy, healthy, lose weight, get your finances sorted, get a new house, get a new car, become millionaires, whatever it is you want. You need to change. Staying who you are, where you are, is very, very unhelpful. End of. So, we've all been there. I've been there. I know what I'm talking about. I've turned absolutely everything in my life around in ways which are just still stunning to me. I got rid of particular people who were extremely toxic. I've learned everything in my life. I've learned how to communicate. I've learned how to tame all my thoughts. I've learned how to become a different person. I've learned how to set goals amazingly. I had to learn so much, but it was fun. I enjoy it. And then you get to the point when you crave change. We had this chat about change a couple of weeks ago in another life. You get to the point when you see change and you're excited because I made a hook in my brain that change means me happier, me more smiling, me more money, me better relationships. I made that hook in my brain. Hence, when I see change or 555, whatever, or
yeah,
999, I get, oh my God, yes, please, thank you. I'm so excited. Yeah. But in a normal state of 98, 99% of people, you say change and they just, please don't. Because
yeah,
we are wired not to change. We are wired not to like change. But you need to get to the point when you're like, oh my God, change. Oh my God, I'm going to get so much better and so much happier. I can't wait. I'm so much closer to everything I want. Yeah. So you need to start craving change. And you can make your brain crave change, of course, because we all know by now, I hope, that we all have the power to instruct our brain to do exactly what we want it to do. So we can instruct our brain to start loving change. Why wouldn't we? We can and we will. That's a decision made. um so now let's come back to the what is the best version of you. So what would be the best version of you, Sam? Do tell.
the best version of me, well, it starts for me first thing in the morning when my first thoughts are coming through. So the best version of me is someone in the morning. This is a practice I'm doing. Is catching that first thought, and if it's a bad one, you've not going there today, and so yeah, so monitoring those thoughts and action, and the best version of me is someone that And I think it was Margot, we were chatting yesterday, is to, if I am worried, the best Sam faces things and does it anyway. Doesn't matter if I'm a bit scared or anything else. And there was a time when that didn't happen. So the best version of Sam faces it until she makes it. It's not fake it, because that comes with a whole heap of feelings, but facing it till you make it is the best version of Sam. There's loads, but they're the two most important at the minute that I find I'm helping me the most sort of stay on that path that I want to be on. The brain really is so good at keeping us safe, isn't it? It's so good. It's really is.
That's the only and primary job, so it has to.
Yeah. So I talk to it. I do challenge that and sort of challenge it. So
okay.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you my version. So maybe I'll inspire people, because maybe you're stuck and you're not quite sure what it means. So I'll tell you what it means to me. So the best version of me has 58 kilos. I'm quite tall, so 58 kilos. I'm basically, super thin. I'm 58. Yes, Kirsty Bostock, 58 kilos. That's a message to Australia for Kirsty, who's competing with me, who's going to be thinner.
Before long, they're going to disappear. They'll be so thin, they're just going to disappear off the planet.
You're just going to have my head talking. Yeah, so 58 kilos. I don't mind. I'm quite tall, but I wouldn't mind growing another inch. I want to have a perfect posture. I want to have totally flat tummy. I want to be very gracious. The best version of me is very gracious. The best version of me understands everything and everyone and can deal with high emotional states of other people, with conflicts without taking anything personally. The best version of me sings wonderfully and is kind and polite and helpful, yet can stand up for herself. The best version of me is maneuvering conflict in order to get me what I want. The best version of me always gets what I want, but I insist, in a win-win situation, not on the account of anyone else. The best version of me is amazing at sports. The best version of me takes care of herself, her skin, her food, her health, her fitness, her well-being. The best version of me has absolutely fantastic organizational and time management skills. The best version of me prioritizes perfectly. The best version of me gets into situations which are great for her and lead her to all her goals. The best version of me is in the right place, in the right time, always. The best version of me gets treated like a queen. The best version of me expects love and gets it and can only see love. The best version of me attracts everything she wants easily and effortlessly. And the best version of me is a human magnet. I show up and people they're just drawn to me. They want to talk to me. They want to get to know me. They want to be my friends. They want my help, and all sorts of stuff. The best version of me has her own movie series. The best version of me has her own TV series. The best version of me is in Forbes. The best version of me is super famous and very rich, yet I didn't lose touch with reality. I didn't start being stuck up and horrible just because I'm famous. She's very grounded and all the rest of it. I mean, I could do this for another 3 hours. So this is how you should imagine yourself. Yeah, this is how you should imagine. What would you love to be? How would you love to look? How would you love to feel? How would you love to react? That's the best version of you. And of course, then I'm going to be opening a success course in next 1 or 2 months, success course and success group coaching, where I will be going through exactly all the characteristics of person who succeeds in life. So, there's 30, some people do less, but I do 30 solid parts of personality you have to acquire in order to succeed. I teach this to, relatively famous people. Everyone needs to know that, because if you acquire these qualities, you have to succeed. There's no other way. End of. Yeah. So the question is, what is your best version? Who are you? Who do you want to be? How do you want to look like? How do you want to react? How do you want to feel? So I would suggest you take a pen and paper as usual. You know it's lists with me, and you know why. Yeah, here you go. I have three pens right next to me. There's a reason, yes. Um, so you will write down, and it should be several pages. I don't want three or five bullet points. I want 3, 4, 5 pages of who you want to be. Because guess what? You put it down and it's going to happen. So write down exactly the best version of myself is and keep going. Take time off, take a coffee, and maybe cake just to give yourself, the
No,
extra kick.
banned myself from cake.
I haven't had cake I can remember, which is strange for me, right? Um, so, and write down everything you want to become. And, when you write it down and you pay attention to it, it has to happen.
Yep.
You may want to have a different face. You may want to change your eye color. You may want a different voice. You may want deeper voice or a higher voice. You may want to have perfect presentational skills. You may want to be able to put websites together. You may want to make lots of great new friends. You may want to start seeing good in people. All sorts of stuff. I mean, you could go for hours. So start thinking about that, and take steps every day, pay attention to it and be aware, and take steps every day towards who you want to become. End of. Easy.
Yeah, and don't listen to any critical voice going on in your head as you write it. It's not an exercise that voice needs to be a part of, because we can question it. Oh no, I shouldn't want to do that. Like, that's not. No, don't critique it. Just genuinely put it down and
Yeah.
turn the volume down, basically, on your inner critic voice.
All the doubt is your ego or subconscious mind talking. It's lots of bollocks. I don't know why people love when I say bollocks.
Bollocks.
My husband laughs every time I say that. He's in stitches. And
Sorry for
and
any children listening.
yeah. Is
Whoops.
that is that is that a new trend that in every life I have to use a unusual word like foreplay or bollocks? That might be a
Yeah.
new trend, girl.
No, we've not talked about any foreplay today. Well, we did off air.
And pay attention to what you want. Don't pay attention to what you don't want. So listen to the good voice and listen to yourself, and do not listen to your mothers, fathers, friends, and people in pub. Because if you want to know something, what is the rule? What is the rule? If you want to know something, if you want advice on something, what do?
Come here.
Come here,
Yeah, come
or
here.
talk to the best person in the world or best person in the country. We don't talk to other people because they will have opinions which are not congruent with our goals. You have to be educated. You have to be on the same wavelengths in order to get a good advice. You cannot
Yeah.
ask advice from someone who's like, what? What are you on about? Are you crazy? Just don't go there.
You wouldn't
So
get
I hope this made sense.
you wouldn't get relationship advice from someone that's perhaps been divorced 17 times in 3 years, would you? You
But
wouldn't know.
most people do.
But people are listening. It doesn't make sense, does it? Go to the
No, you
people
listen
that
to
know.
someone. If you want relationship advice, you get it from someone who's doing well. You know,
Yeah,
if you want financial advice, you don't go to the person who's just been evicted. You go to the person who has millions. I mean, just common sense. So do not get advice from people who haven't performed themselves. Yeah, think twice, because they're not gonna give you sound advice. They will not. So yeah, that's it. So what did Marco say? If it's not working easily for you to change, then change what you're doing. It's very simple. Yeah, Marco. I tell Margot what she needs to change, and she says, "Yeah, done." And next day she has a result, or even half day she has a result she hasn't had for half year. I mean, she's fantastic that way. So it does work. It depends how fast you want to do it. If you want to change, you can do it. At a click of fingers. It's that easy. Sometimes it will take you longer, but you can create quantum leaps. I mean, Margot, that's the only thing she does, quantum leaps constantly, you know. So it's possible and it's totally doable, but just find out, what do you really want? So this is, I've been doing it all day yesterday. This is my magic wand. Okay, guys, listen very carefully. I shall say this only once, series. This is my magic wand. Margot's gonna laugh. I can see Margot laughing at the laptop when I say this. So this is my magic wand. I grant you right now, I just granted you to become the best version of you. But I need to know what it is. So please get on with it. Pen and paper, keep writing 3 to 5 A4 pages of who you want to become. And, if you want to sort stuff out, don't worry, there's an elite group. We've got so many new members now. There's an elite group where I will be teaching all these things, and I'm going to be opening a success coaching group in 1 month roughly. So I'm going to be going through everything you ever need to learn in order to succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So
Thank you very
wonderful.
much.
We'll see you on Tuesday. We'll see you on Friday, and then we'll see you on Tuesday. And we are moving lots of activities mainly to the paid group because that's where amazing stuff will happen. So please join. You're very welcome. And, let's start working. Let's start working. Let's crack. Let's crack with it. Yeah. So wonderful. We'll see you later. Bye.
See you later. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining us.